Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is day 275 of bulking to 75 kilos with calisthenics only. And you know those moments where you think you're doing well in life or in your training, and then you hop on Instagram or YouTube and you just see some outrageous shit and you're asking yourself what the hell am I doing, right? I mean, they say comparison is the thief of joy, but yesterday I had one of these moments and I really don't think it's true. Comparison is not the thief of joy because the world is exactly the way you look at it. If you see it through dark glasses, through pessimistic glasses, it's gonna be a pessimistic world. If you look through it from a positive side, it's gonna be positive. So if you see someone on social media, for example, like doing way stronger stuff than you do, or trying way harder, training way harder than you do, you can look at that and be like, oh shit, why am I even trying? But, another person can look at the same situation and think to himself, like, holy fucking shit, this is what's actually possible. I thought I was doing my best, but I can actually do way more. And yesterday, I was watching a video. It's like a Japanese channel regarding bodybuilding. And there was this guy on there featured who built his chest by only doing push-ups. And he explained his workout. And he was doing sets of 100 push-ups, can you believe it? Decline push-ups. So he places his feet on a higher space and then he uses the bar to do like wide grip push-ups all the way down to the bottom. He does 100 of those in one set, and then he rests for a minute or two, and he does it again for 10 sets. Like, that's fucking insanity. I've been here feeling good about my training, like with the push-ups, reaching 1,000 push-ups. I was so fucking happy, and don't get me wrong, I'm still so fucking happy, but I'm also just so excited and so fired up to train today because this guy is out there doing this not just once in a while. This is his training for 3 times a week. He does this often. This is like, it's easy for him. So it's like insane to see what level there is. And he didn't get there just, by chance or by genetics. He had trained for 5 years doing push-ups only to get a massive chest, but also to get insanely strong. And it's just like, the level he's at is like even elite for calisthenics endurance athletes. Like, it's in fucking insane. So for me, I thought I was doing well, and maybe, I am doing well for only doing push-ups for a month, but at the same time, it's so exciting to realize that there is so much potential left, because if some Japanese guy can do it, I can't think of a reason with certainty that I wouldn't be able to do it, that you and I wouldn't be able to do it. I like to think that no one is special and that as long as you put your mind to something, you can achieve it. So, comparison in this case gave me a lot of joy, it gave me a lot of excitement. And I think, depending on the way that you are looking at certain situations and depending on the way you are comparing yourself to others, you can also give yourself a lot of joy, a lot of motivation from those comparisons, right? If you look through it through like a positive manner. And that's very important. So today, yeah, I'm fucking excited to train, On the menu, we have planche. Then originally I was gonna do just some dips, but I'm gonna reduce the amount of dip sets so that I can do some push-ups. I want to do the bar push-ups that the Japanese guy was doing. So I'm gonna shrink the amount of sets on the dips, and then I'm gonna do some push-up endurance afterwards. So it's gonna be a hefty menu today, but let's go, Let's put on some banger music to a maximum volume and start off with some planche. Yes! Woo! Not perfect form, but if you remember from last time, I did this combo and I was bending my arms a whole lot, and I think they were barely bending this time. I lost the balance in the press, unfortunately, but let's turn it to the positive side, That means I have more energy for the next set. I'm gonna try to do some more sets of 5 seconds hold, push up to press, and yeah, go from there. I keep losing balance in the presses for sometimes, but if I can do this for one more set, I'm very happy. Fuck. All right, 2 more sets. Superset. Alrighty, so awareness time for the planche. You know, many people are struggling with the planche due to injuries. The reason you're struggling due to injuries is because you're not paying attention to the pain signals your body is giving you. So for me, if I don't do any accessories, my body will give me pain signals in my forearm. That's why every now and then, or ideally every time I train the planche, afterwards I'll take some time to train my forearms. If you have pain in your biceps, trigger that pain with a light weight and make sure you treat it. If you have pain in your shoulder, treat it, stabilize your shoulders, whatever. But make sure that, you can find some accessory to treat any weak spots you have in your body, because a bulletproof body will not get injured in the planche. So I'm gonna do my accessories. I hope you do yours. All right, this is my warm-up set with 60 kilos. That's 132 pounds. Now, my PR at the moment with this weight is 20 kilos, which was all the way at the beginning of the bulk. I think like in January or even December. Not sure though, but I want to see if I can beat it today. I have way less practice on dips at the moment than I did back then, but if I can beat 20, that would be very nice. So let's go for it. Oh, fucking hell. My legs always start shaking after these dips. That's how good they feel. 22. Not too shabby. Let's get this thing off of me. Holy fuck. Alrighty, and now we have the moment supreme, the main dish of this workout. Everything up until now, that was just an appetizer, just a warm-up. Because what I'm really excited about today is, of course, the fucking push-ups. Not only because at the moment push-ups are my main goal, but just because of the fact I'm comparing myself to that one Japanese guy, that one Japanese guy that can do 1,000 push-ups, 100 push-ups for 10 sets. Like, that's insane, I did 1,000 push-ups, but I did them normally on the floor. I did them in sets of 20, and I mean, it took me almost an hour. So this guy is just, spamming them like per 100 and taking 1 to 2 minutes rest in between. It's fucking insane. So yeah, I'm gonna try and mimic his workout. Of course, for me, 100 reps per set is still gonna be a bit too much. So I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm gonna do sets of 50, or at least try to. I actually don't know how it's gonna go because this is decline. I'm placing my feet on a higher spot. This is on the bar. This is wide. This is gonna be deep push-ups. So it's way more difficult than a normal push-up. So, I hope I can do at least a couple sets of 50. And normally in these endurance-based workouts, I always do like EMOM, or, which is every minute on the minute, or I do every 2 minutes on the minute. So like every 2 minutes, one set, and then the remainder of the time is rest. But he was doing it just 1 to 2 minutes of rest. I'm gonna give myself 2 minutes in between each set, which, it sounds like I'm giving myself some slack because I'm resting more, but resting more will allow me to do more push-ups. I'm really hoping to do, a good few sets here. So that's what I'm aiming for. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna put on the music again and get going. Holy shit, this burns the chest down insanely well. Oh, this is nice. Like, I'm tired already. I don't know how many sets I'm gonna be able to complete, but I'm looking forward to finding out. I'll say that much. What the fuck? I want to get 3 sets at least. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit. 2.5 sets. I guess not even that. Holy shit. Alright. This is not nearly the amount of push-ups I wanted to get done today, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick rest and basically do every 2 minutes on the minute, so every 2 minutes one set for like sets of 20. I think if I rest up a little bit, I will be able to do that for a couple more sets, but this is insane. And the chest feels insane. Holy fuck. Definitely give it a go. Oh fuck. Alrighty, so 20 push-ups every 2 minutes. In the end, I ended up doing like a pyramid or an ascending style, like 22, 24, 26, 28. And then on the set of 30, I failed at number 23, but I think this classifies as a gnarly pump. Like, holy shit. It's actually fucking insane. Yeah, actually, let's, the window is nice for myself, but maybe you guys cannot see too much. So, let's do one here as well. like these push-ups, like even more than regular push-ups, like I felt the pump doing regular push-ups as well. But this is just another level, like the entire surface area of my chest is just on fire at the moment. So, lesson learned from today, comparison is the giver of joy, you know. Go out there, go look at some insane fucking workout stuff, compare yourself, see what's possible, get inspired, get excited, you know, get excited to train, and then go out there and have a sick workout, you know, overcome your limits and realize what you're actually capable of, you know. And today I feel like, you know, I realized I can do more, but even then, you know, in the future, again, I will realize that I can even more than I realized today. And it's just going to continue like that, you know. This training, you build it up gradually, you know. In the beginning, you know, you start out, you do a little bit, you think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do too much. And then along the way, you'll just learn bit by bit what you're actually capable of, you know. And it's so fun to explore that, but also, you know, it just gives you confidence in daily life. It's like a fucking game where you can upgrade your stats. And it's such fun to unlock all of these things, you know. It's like doing 1,000 push-ups. It may not sound like it, but it's also a skill. It's something you can learn, just like the planche or the front lever or the pistol squat, you know. It's something you can unlock, and I'm gonna have a blast trying to unlock 10 sets of 100 push-ups, because this is just insane. Last time I was talking about, you know, perhaps I should add some weight and start doing push-ups now, but I think I'm just gonna switch to this, you know. I did not know there was this third option until yesterday, so this one is gonna be very fun to get stung at. I'm so fucking excited. So yeah, once again, go out there and compare yourself, you know. See what's possible and have a great workout. I'm gonna have some dinner now.